Hello everybody, my name is Edson and welcome to a very special video. I covered a story that happened at Minecon yesterday where they showed off the trailer for the reveal for Minecraft Story Mode. Now this got such a great response I decided I'm going to do this again, but for the Minecraft 1.9 update, the panel has just finished. I've got a load of notes. I'm going to talk about every single thing that has been announced and everything that we know of right now that's coming in 1.9 and inevitably in the future update. So we already knew quite a few things about this update going into it. We knew that there was going to be sort of like an offhand thing that they were going to implement. There's going to be a new Ender Dragon fight. There's going to be buildings in the end. There's going to be sort of poison arrows and like tipped arrows. We knew quite a lot of stuff, but they sort of re-emphasized a few things, told us some new stuff. And here is essentially everything you gotta know. So to start off with, they talked about the Ender Dragon. Now this is inspired by the console dragon fight. If any of you guys are familiar with that, it's a little bit different to the PC one. The pillars are now in a circular sort of pattern and they're always the same. They're always going to be in like a circular pattern. The crystals on top, which you have to shoot with your bows. Now some of them, it looks like, not all of them, some of them do have iron bar cages around them. The dragon now attacks quite literally everything in the end. It will go for anything and everything. If it's within distance, Enderman, players, anyone, it will kill everything. It's supposed to be a lot harder now to kill the dragon. Obviously the fact that you're made to head up to the sort of dragon's height as well, and it comes in and always attacks everything. Sometimes it would be like a minute, 2 minutes before it would even attack you on the current sort of version of how you kill the dragon. This time, it's going to be a lot more difficult. So you're going to have to be armed up, you're going to have to be suited up and all that good stuff. So on top of that, they did say that you can respawn the dragon. And how you do this is the crystals on top of the obsidian pillars can be sort of crafted. And once you craft one of these, apparently this can respawn a new dragon. Now you don't get a new dragon egg when you kill the dragon. There's only one dragon egg. But once you kill the dragon again, supposedly there's some new and exciting things that you can get from killing the dragon multiple times. It's going to change. It's going to be a lot. There's going to be more rewards, and it's going to be reward for yourselves to kill the dragon more than once. And along with that sort of note, they did hint at a drop after you've killed the dragon the first time that may or may not be something to do with the dragon's breath. I have no idea what it's going to be. Now, to stick along with the end theme, moving away from the dragon, the end is now infinite, just like the worlds, like the Minecraft world, the Nether world. They are infinite, they go forever, whereas like the end at the minute is just one island. Now there's going to be multiple islands, many islands. It's going to be infinite. You can go to as many of them as you want. It's going to sort of all be locked into this end gateway, which by the looks of it, you can't actually get in. It looks like you have to teleport through with an ender pearl. Now on these multiple islands that are away from where you killed the dragon, there is these dungeons and end cities. Well, they're calling them end cities. They're these sort of like really weird Chinese purpley built sort of structures which have new blocks, these new purple blocks, and loads of other sort of like half slabs and weird blocks in them. They also have these trees which are supposedly called, they're supposedly fruit trees. Now the only way to regrow them is to collect the things that are on top of the trees. Apparently they didn't tell you how you could replant them, but you can actually replant them. But it's quite difficult because if you destroy any of the blocks below the very, very top block, it all collapses as if it's like a cactus. So you have to actually climb up to that and then try and harvest that block. I'm not too sure. They didn't really show you how you did that, but they did say that you could harvest the top block, and that is essentially how you replant the fruit tree. You can eat it. I'm imagining you can use it for other stuff, other crafting recipes. They've not really revealed much of that, but they did say you can replant it and it's a new sort of food source in the game. Then came, I think, one of the best things that they've announced. This is the shulkers. These are these new mob types. Now it's weird because they're actually disguised as blocks. Now when you go to these structures, they're going to be sort of like placed on these structures inside, and they sort of like pull out from the block, and then they shoot these sort of like, it looks like flying, I don't know, flying things at you. I can't really explain what it looks like. Now when they shot at you and they actually hit you / hurt you, they give off an effect, and this effect is levitation. You can now levitate in Minecraft. Now they did say specifically this is a potion effect that can be dealt to you, but it's not one that they're going to use in a potion. This is just an effect that can happen to you, and the sort of buildings have these like open sort of like structures inside of them, so you can, like, once you get hit, you start levitating and there's no way to counteract it. Obviously you could possibly drink some milk and it would drop you back down, but it sort of adds like a new element to how you have to fight these dungeons. You have to be like levitated up through fighting all of them. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting mechanic. Following that, they moved on to talk about the offhand. The offhand is visible in the hotbar. It's visible to the left of the hotbar. Now, the offhand can be switched, so your main hand can be your left hand or your right hand. So left is rejoice, and you can easily switch out. There's going to be a hotkey to switch something into your offhand really easily. Apparently, the default hotkey is F, but obviously people can rebind it and whatnot. And then you can use this to then for multiple reasons. Like if you were mining, you can place torches at the same time while you're fighting. If you're using bow and arrow, you can select certain arrows and then you can like put that back and then select another arrow out. And obviously because of the multiple tipped arrows, this will be an interesting new mechanic. And then what everyone was waiting for, now a lot of people were now thinking that they were not going to implement this feature, and they did say that this is going to be in one of the later snapshots, but it is happening. The offhand can be used for a shield. Now how shields look, there was a screenshot that they showed. They only showed a picture, but it's got banner designs, so you can design your own shield and it's got banner designs. And you can also hold two. That's right, you can turtle with it. You can have a shield in your right hand, you can have a shield in your left hand, you can have a shield in your main and offhand, and you can walk forward and nobody can hit you. Obviously they could go behind and hit you from the back, but you could dual wield shields, which is going to be a very interesting mechanic when it comes to PvP. I cannot wait to see all of these things implemented into mini games and all that good stuff. And yes, you've got shields and they can be designed and implemented with Minecraft banners. Then with that, moving on, they were talking about bow and arrows. Now everyone knew that there was going to be multiple types of arrows. It was teased in screenshots and other stuff before. Now they sort of talked about this more. There's going to be tipped arrows. The one that they announced that we didn't know anything about was called the spectral arrows. These have golden heads, and when you shoot it at an entity or a player, it glows them gold, and if you move behind, say, another block, you can still see the outline of them. Now they're not entirely certain how this is going to be. They hinted at about 10 to 15 seconds. I don't think it's going to be that long because that sounds a little bit OP, but it's not going to be an arrow that obviously you would use much. Maybe you could use it, say if someone's running away, you can shoot them, then you can see them for the next 10-15 seconds to see where they go, and you can obviously see them through blocks. So it's essentially sort of like a wall hack, but with a bow and arrow. You still need to be a good shot and everything, but you can definitely see this working and helping you in a PvP environment. Then after that, they showed the two arrows that we knew already, the poison tipped arrows and the invisibility arrows. Now, there's an interesting thing that they were saying that they really need to try and balance these, because the poison arrow, if you know now, if you get a poison effect, you are essentially, most of the time, you get yourself down to half a heart. Now, if you have a poison bow and arrow, you could essentially, in a PvP combat environment, you can shoot an arrow at someone with a poison effect, let it take them down to half a heart, and then just go and finish the job. Now, there's a lot of balancing that needs issuing with that, and they did say that they understand that this will need a lot of balancing, and they're going to try and work to do that. But poison tipped arrows, invisibility arrows, and essentially wall hack arrows, but they're called spectral arrows, are all coming to 1.9. And then on top of that, there was a few more things announced, a few little details. There was the potions now show in the HUD, so in the very top right of the screen. Dragon egg at the minute is quite pointless, and they hinted at the dragon egg having more uses. So I'm imagining you're going to be able to craft this or create some sort of, like, I don't know, weird monument thing, I don't know. The dragon egg is going to be used for something in 1.9, so that's all we need to know. And then finally, the thing that people have been waiting for, the one and only thing, stuff the ender dragons, stuff the new end, stuff the shield, stuff the poison arrows, new boats. We have alternative boats coming to 1.9. We've had some screenshots come yesterday from the opening ceremony and some other stuff, and people have been leaking the screenshots. But 1.9, there's going to be new boats, there's going to be more reliable boats, and the boat mechanics are going to be fixed. Holy guacamole, it's been so long. I thought they were never going to do it, and they're finally going to do it. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait. That was essentially everything that was revealed at Minecon from the 1.9 future update of Minecraft. There's going to be snapshots coming soon, apparently. That's all they said, soon. I'm hoping once they get back to the offices, they're going to push out the first snapshot. Maybe it'll be at the end of today. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know what you think of all the new 1.9 updates. I know I've possibly missed something, so let me know if I've missed anything. I didn't really cover the Pocket Edition because it's not really something that affects me. I only really wanted to cover the Minecraft 1.9 PC version update. And yes, if I haven't missed anything, like I say, please let me know. Let me know what you think of all of the things that I've talked about in the comments down below. Make sure you leave this video a like as well. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.